Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Karmika Boom, broadcasting live from out here at the library. I came over here to do this um, YouTube live stream to address the mess that happened on the bus earlier. Some of y'all bore witness to it, some of you all did not. And I want to talk about what happened in more detail because I was very limited in time, and plus a lot of those heathens was looking in my face while I was on the bus. And not that I was scared of them, I have no fear other than God, but I was trying to keep a lot of the impact at a minimum. I'm trying to look for my brush to brush my hair. But oh my god. So, let me start off by talking about something that has been on my mind, and then we're going to talk about the incident that happened on the bus. Okay, so yesterday, after I did the live stream um, about the woman on the female on the bus who had her stomach out and vomited on the floor in front of me. I think she would have vomited on my leg. And, she was leaning on my leg. I don't know why. I still don't know why she was leaning on my leg. But after I did that live stream, someone, oh, excuse me, I still have this very bad cough slash cold. I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to stay out of this air and blah blah blah. Oh, excuse me. I think I'll go to the doctor tomorrow. I've been taking some over the counter cough medicine. It's not really helping. But anyway, after I did the live stream yesterday concerning the woman on the bus who had the big belly out, and I think this is some type of fashion statement that a lot of the demons are exhibiting, because I've been seeing a lot of these young obese girls riding the bus and walking around with their stomach exposed, hanging down, looking gross, and everybody else is acting like it's normal. And I don't know what's going on, but I feel like a lot of these people that we are seeing are really not real human beings. I think they are demons posing possibly as humans, but I digress. So, one of my subscribers asked a question in the comment section. And see, this is another reason why I have elected to um, um, oh, excuse me. I have elected to disable the comments because a lot of times, a lot of these trolls come into my comments, and I had already said in 2019 I'm not gonna be bothered. And the person who is a subscriber, a lot of my subscribers, some of them are trolls also. And not every subscriber is truly subscribed. They are really a troll posing as a subscriber. And this particular subscriber, I don't know how to pronounce the username, but it starts with a C. I don't calc or something like that. But this subscriber asks, why are you always outside? And if I was always inside, I'm pretty sure he or she would ask, why are you always inside? You cannot please everybody. And I'm not trying to please everybody. It's not about where the fuck I am. It's about what I'm talking about. But a lot of you attention deficit motherfuckers, you're so concerned about petty shit. And you're so concerned and consumed with all of this messy shit that you try to distract from what the topic is, because that's what you do. But I serve you notice that you're not going to be allowed to do none of that in 2019. I'm going to block your stupid ass and I'm going to keep it moving. You do not reserve the right to dictate my terms and conditions. And I have already said this in a previous video. Wherever Carmen Kaboom is, it's none of your business, especially if you don't add value to my life. And why are you worried about where I am? Why are you not worried about where your biological father is? Find your father. Don't try to find me because I'm not trying to locate you. I'm not worried about where you are. Why are you worried about where I am? Where is your donations? Where is your PayPal, Super Chat, and Cash App donations? A lot of y'all want to worry about what Karma Kaboom is, what Karma Kaboom is doing, Karma Kaboom this, that, but you don't never fucking donate. And see, that's how I can tell that you're a messy bitch. And messy bitches are not going to be allowed on my channel. I don't give a fuck about it being a public platform, this, that, and the other. If you don't donate, don't worry about who I am, okay? And I have already addressed that, and I'm not going to keep on repeating myself time after time after time again, over and over and over again, to a bunch of retards who really don't serve any purpose on my channel other than to be messy bitches and to try to distract from the topics. I'm not even gonna be bothered with you. Your mammy don't want to be bothered with you. Your daddy don't want to be bothered with you. I don't want to be bothered with you either. So don't worry about where I am. Don't worry about where I am. Worry about where that super chat donation is, that PayPal donation, and the Cash App donation. Worry about where that is. You don't never want to donate. You don't never want to participate worth anything that's productive. All you want to do is come on my channel and be a messy motherfucker. And I don't have time for it. And that's the last time that I'm going to address that. And if you continue coming on my channel with the bullshit, I'm just going to block you and I'm going to keep it moving. And that's that on that. Okay, moving right along. Oftentimes we find ourselves in a decision to do right in a wrong kind of world. And a lot of people are pressured to do wrong just because wrong is popular and it's more people doing wrong. But I'm determined that even if I'm the only one, I'm going to be on the side of right no matter what, no matter who is on the side of wrong. And I don't care if it's popular. I don't care if the majority is on the side of wrong. I'm gonna I'm gonna sit on the side of right. And today, okay, let me talk about this, and then I'm gonna talk about the bus incident. You know, a lot of times I find myself doing things for a lot of people who are not deserving of the things that I do. And you only have to show me one time that you are unappreciative, and I'm good and through with you. I'm gonna cut you off like a past due light bill. You never have to worry about me doing anything else for you again. I'm not even gonna pay you any attention. And more than likely, access is gonna be denied. And yesterday, two females that I know of, they're supposed to be getting their own place. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I went to Walmart while I was at Walmart. I got them something as a housewarming gift. And don't you know, when I gave it to them, they didn't even appreciate it. They didn't even appreciate it. They didn't appreciate it. And I just could not believe it. They didn't even say thank you. Didn't even say thank you. And oh my God. I said, wow, this is unbelievable. Didn't even say thank you. And this other guy, and let me say this, and this is no offense to anybody, but I can't stand a begging ass man. I am so prejudiced against begging ass old grown men. And it's a lot of begging motherfuckers on the bus, overgrown begging men. You got $1, you got some loose change, this, that, and the other. And them be the main guys in some woman's face trying to hook up. You're not even qualified to hook up with a woman if you don't have loose change. If you're begging a woman for $1. But so many of these dick hungry females, they love hooking up with losers and deadbeats. That's what makes them so inspired and encouraged to walk up and, you know, feel no shame in begging from other grown women and trying to hook up. And this particular dude, he's well into his 50s, I think. I suspect. And every day at the bus stop, I see him a lot on the bus, and he's always big and big, man. And see, when you do things for somebody, a lot of these people, one time, they think that that opens the door for a routine begging. No, no, no. And last week, I could tell that it was hungry. So I was going to Popeyes and I said, you know what? I'm going to be nice to him and I'm going to get him some Popeyes chicken too. And he was so grateful for it. But the next day, he was begging for more chicken. And today, he meets me at the bus stop begging some more, asking me if I got $1 and if I'm going to get some more chicken. I'm like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Mind you, he's not even trying to get on the bus to go get a job, to go get his own chicken. I'm not going to be the chicken girl. And I am not going to be the foster mother for this overgrown 50 something year old man. Some of these women are doing these male children a disservice because you're raising them without a father. First of all, you set them up for failure when you elect to adopt this. I don't need a man. I'm independent. I'm the mother and the father. And all of this foolishness. And black females are the only ones that have adopted that lie. I don't need a man. I'm the mother and the father. You set your sons up for failure. You set your sons up to be a beggar and a bum. And this 50-year-old dude is a whole bum. Getting up early in the morning, going to the bus stop to beg. And then he got a habit of smoking cigarettes. He can't even buy cigarettes. He bombing and begging for cigarettes. He bombing and begging for a light. Asking me if I got a light. You know damn well I ain't got no light. I don't smoke. And he knows I don't smoke. So I just happen to have a cigarette lighter in my purse or in my pocket. Even though I don't smoke, he don't care. Beggars don't care. But anyway, I digress. I'm so sick of these begging motherfuckers at the bus stop and on the bus. And today, let's get into what brought us here. So today, I was on the bus, and a lot of times I get so sick of smelling all of these stinking people on the bus. It's so many people get on the bus stinking. And I know stinking is very popular. It's very popular right now to walk around stinking and not taking a bath, not taking a shower, not keeping up your hygiene, not putting on lotion and cologne and perfume and powder and all this kind of stuff. Just get up as you are. Don't wash your ass. Don't wash your face. Don't wash your hands. Don't wash nothing. And just walk around and put your bad breath in people's face, digging your butt, digging your nose, and come and shake somebody's hand and put your hand on them while you're talking to them, and all of this disgusting stuff. It's in style. And the heathens don't mind walking around being offensive and stinking. And a lot of them get on the bus stinking. And I don't know why so many of them love to stand up in the front. That is a safety issue as well as a hygiene issue because a lot of times I'm sitting right there on the front seat and then you got somebody standing up with their butt at eye level, face, nose level to me. I can smell if they poop. If they pass gas, I'm gonna smell it. It's right there a couple of inches away from my face. And it's offensive to have your butt in somebody's face or your penis. And excuse me, a lot of these heathens, they need training. They need some home training. It's done got way out of hand. It really is. And we got a lot of grown heathens as well as juvenile heathens who are just running amok and just doing all kind of awful things. And this is the way that they want to be. They don't want to do right because they enjoy doing wrong. But they love to say that they Christians, they Muslims, they Catholic, they this, they that, and bragging about they got all these kids and a husband and a wife, and walking around in total error and disregard for what is right. So today, as I oftentimes see, there was a older man, an older bum, a whole wino on the bus, and I have seen and smelled him before. And a lot of them get on the bus. They've been drinking. They start drinking early in the morning, and they get on the bus, stinking, smelling like the whole liquor store. And I can't stand it. It is so offensive. And a lot of them would sit on the bus and drink alcohol out of the liquor bottle. Oh, these heathens and these demons are so bold with their disobedience. And I'm sick of it. I complain, 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 and it's going in one ear and out the other. And it's getting nowhere. So it's up to us. If we want a better society, we have to stand up for what's right and put our foot on these demons and heathens' neck and don't let up. And the more we disregard and ignore them, the worse they have proven to get. And they are committed to doing wrong and getting worse every day. And I just feel like not on my watch. You know, you are here affecting my space. So I have a problem with that. I'm not going to continue to ignore this when it's a problem that's offensive to me. And a lot of them get on the bus smelling like dope and have the whole bus smelling like dope. And the bus driver just keep on driving down the road and waiting on their paycheck so they can care less that their whole bus is smelling like dope. What about stopping the person at the door when they first get on and that air pushes that smell into your nose, bus driver? Why don't you use your brain to say, no, you can't get on my bus smelling like this? No. And more than likely, if they smelling like dope, they using dope and probably selling it too. And the other day, I did see an exchange, a suspected drug exchange, where somebody was selling some dope on the bus. And they looked over and saw me looking at them, and they thought that was being slick. So there is a announcement that comes over the loudspeaker when you pull the cord to signify that you want to get off at the bus stop. And it says if you see something suspicious, notify the operator. It does no good. All you're doing is notifying the operator. The operator uses their discretion, his or her discretion, to take action. And more than likely, they're not going to take action because a lot of times, a lot of those bus drivers, they are friends with a lot of those people. Some of them, they family members that's getting on the bus, and a lot of them doing wrong, and they are okay with the wrong doing themselves. So, also, I think, oh, excuse me, I think A lot of them. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Whew. I gotta blow my nose, y'all. Hold on. I think a lot of them fear retaliation too, and I can understand that. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So let's talk about what happened on the bus today. Okay, so as a lot of you all know, I did go live during the altercation that transpired on the bus. And this is what happened. There was an older black man, a wino, in my opinion, sitting on the bus in front of me in the seat, drinking alcohol out of the liquor bottle. And I said to him, "Sir, you are not supposed to be drinking alcohol on the bus." And he told me, "Yes, I can. Mind your own motherfucking business and leave me the fuck alone." And I said, okay. I said, bus driver, are we supposed to be drinking alcohol, liquor on the bus? And she said, no. And I said, well, this man right here in front of me is drinking alcohol out of the liquor bottle. And a lot of the black heathens and demons behind me and on the side of me and in the front of me, they said, oh, she wrong for that. She wrong for that. Leave that man alone. She snitching on the man. That ain't none of her business. She wrong for that. So they started protesting and chastising me, and I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. A lot of them was taken up for the man, even though the man was clearly all the way wrong. And they was mad at me, but they wasn't mad at the man. And I said, this is really pathetic. This is pathetic. And I told them, I said, I don't care who gets mad. If I see anybody drinking alcohol on this bus, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. And tranny, there was a tranny, a he, she behind me. As y'all saw the video, the tranny got up and came into my personal space. And see, that's why a lot of these stupid, ignorant niggas get themselves killed. And a lot of times they doing the world a favor. Whoever killing them is doing the whole world a favor by getting rid of them because they worthless. Worthless. And the less ignorant nigga on the planet, the better, in my opinion. So she, the tranny came it's to my face to confront me. And that's when, well, before the tranny got up, I elected to go live because the tranny was threatening me. And a lot of those heathens that was sitting around the tranny was threatening me. So that's why I went live, because I wanted to get all the evidence collected so I could be able to properly defend myself in the event that I would have to defend myself. And I am going to defend myself if any heathen or demon puts their paws on me. That's the only way that I'm going to fight a demon. And I'm not going to fight. I'm too pretty to fight. I don't fight. Pretty people don't fight. And let's just be clear about that. I'm not gonna fight trash, but I am gonna defend myself to the fullest extent of the law. And it is what it is at that point. If you come into my personal space, threatening my life, I reserve the right to defend myself, and I am prepared to do that all the time, day or night, night or day. And that's just the way that it is. And um, when the tranny saw me going live, recording, and I put the phone just like this on the bus, and the tranny was calling me fat ass bitch. And I said, your mammy probably fatter than me. No, she ain't. My mama fine, bitch. And I said the only reason why you and your mammy are not fat is because you can't afford to eat only the first of the month with your EBT card. Okay, you're selling a lot of them food stamps, so you can't even eat good like I can. And fat is in style. Why do they try to use fat as an insult? A lot of them are fucking fat motherfuckers. A lot of them married to fat people. And then they say that the fat girls on social media are so confident. But they only want to fat shame when they want to try to tear somebody down or insult. Wise fat is cool. I'm so confused, but this is the world of demons. This is the doctrine of heathens. So, the heathens, they are full of reprobate. So, in a reprobate state of mind, right is wrong, wrong is right. And I have no affiliation with reprobate. And I don't care about the constitutions of a reprobate. I don't care if it's a lot of reprobates against me. I'm going to stand 10 toes down and solid on my opinion or whatever, it is. And that's just the way that it is. And I'm prepared to deal with the consequences. Now, um, when the tranny got up out of his seat and came and approached me and threatened me and telling me you better take me off of that video. I tell you that. You better stop recording me. And I said I want to see you make me. I want to see you make me take you off or stop recording on my phone. I want to see this because I ain't never seen it done before. You know, and I wanted to see the tranny prove to me that it was going to take my phone and stop me from recording, which I have every right to do. And especially if you are threatening me, I have the right to record. And see, the phone is the equalizer, and a lot of these heathens and demons know that. If you're not doing nothing wrong, why do you get upset when you start seeing that you're getting recorded? Especially when you're doing something wrong. If you're doing right, why are you worried about being recorded? And it is what it is. So the tranny wanted to show out in front of the people on the bus, but the tranny didn't even understand the trouble that the tranny was fixing to be in. It had the tranny put its paws on my telephone or me. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna do it to you if you violate me. I'm not gonna argue back and forth and tell you, well, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you, and blah blah blah. No. When you violate me, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I'm not gonna waste no time going back and forth. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm too old for that. And you know, one black guy that was sitting across from me, he couldn't even hardly talk. Something was wrong with his voice, and he was very hoarse. I don't know what that was all about, but he got especially very angry with me about me telling on the wino, the alcoholic that was drinking the liquor out of the bottle. And he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "You may not. No, you cannot." And he continued to talk. And I said, "Look, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not even going to entertain you. I don't care about you and whatever you have to say. And I'm going to tell it again. if he drinks out of that bottle. And the tranny and all of them said, I wish you would tell on me. And I said, if you pull up an alcohol bottle to your lips, to your gross lips, I am going to tell on you. That's all you got to do. Just pull out the alcohol bottle and I'm going to tell on you right then and there. I ain't going to wait. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to do it right in your face, just like I did that man. And I don't care who don't like it. I don't care about the garbage protesting on this bus. And he continued, the tranny and a lot of the trash back there continued to call me fat ass bitch, fat ass bitch. And I said, I can be a fat ass bitch and I can lose weight, but you still gonna be a worthless loser. You still gonna be trash. You gonna still be a whole garbage bag and a failure. And you come from a failure and you're giving birth to failures. Your failure is in your bloodline. And I said I'll take fat any day of the week other than being a failure as opposed to being a whole failure. And I said, at least I know. And he's talked about the spots on my face. I said, what about those boils and sores and spots that's probably on your butt and all in between your butt? I said, you gross she motherfucker. I said, at least I know my correct gender. Do you know yours? I wish you go find your correct gender. I said, you trying to look like both, and you're looking a mess, looking like both. I said, he said, oh, you lying, you wish you could look like me. I said, no, I don't. I said, thank God I don't. Please, I would never want to look like you. But you know, a lot of these trash heathens and demons and he, she's and all these conflicted, disgusting, they have convinced themselves in their culture because they got their own little culture. They have convinced themselves that they look good. And this is all derived from the Don't Judge community, that Don't Judge campaign that Satan started. Satan started it, and y'all adopted that mess. I'm judging, even if I'm the only one. And then the ironic thing about this don't judge community, them the same motherfuckers that judge. That's why I don't give a damn about how they feel about when I judge. Okay. At least I'm honest about my judging. I'm open about my judging. I don't pretend like I'm not judging. And it's human nature that we all judge. And they don't want to be judged because they don't want to be better and they don't want to be held accountable for their inappropriate actions. And that's the bottom line. So, um, it was some black female trash who was sitting back there with the tranny and telling the tranny, come on back, it ain't worth it. She ain't worth it. You don't need to go to jail for her. And you got a lot going for you. Just lying to the tranny. Just lying to the tranny. What do the tranny got going for it? What is all of that the tranny got going for it? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, both of them was saying something about, I work for PSF Web, and that's a warehouse. And a lot of these heathens, they glorify working in a warehouse. Oh, warehouse, new slave niggas. And you can't tell them nothing. That's a whole career for a lot of them. Sitting in a warehouse from sun up to sundown, or however many hours they work at the warehouse, and they consider that goals, life goals, career goals. They don't know no better because they was born from a reprobate state of mind, a reprobated womb, I should say, and they committed to having a reprobate state of mind and a loser mentality. And they was raised to be in error, to do wrong as opposed to doing right. And they rebuke anybody that try to make them do right. But I don't have any concern about the doctrine of heathens. I am going to do right regardless of how they feel about it. And a lot of you were saying, You need to be careful, Kirby. You need to be careful. No, the demons and the heathens need to be careful. I'm going to be committed to doing what's right. And, oh, excuse me. Um, I am not concerned about, what heathens and demons doing or will do or can do. I'm not going to let them intimidate me. I'm not going to let them scare me and all of this and all that. Y'all can be scared. Y'all can be intimidated, but I'm not. I'm not. And I live my life like this. My life is not my own. My life belongs to God, and I am in the will of God. And God has provided a hedge of protection all around me, both day and night. I have absolutely no fear, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear absolutely no evil. So once you get that in your mind, it doesn't matter where you go and what you do as it relates to the opposition of evil and the dark side. Because the dark side and evil, they're going to do what they was created to do regardless and what they have committed to do. So just like they on their job, we got a job to do too. So if you want a better world, a better community, be afraid to take a stand when you are in the presence of evil motherfuckers who are contaminating our community. And it's just pathetic that a lot of y'all are scared and you don't let a lot of these demons and heathens just hijack you and have y'all scared to say anything and do anything. And you just let them take over your whole community. It's pathetic. And you're no better than they are in that sense. If you too much of a coward to speak up and do the right thing as it relates to how these heathens and demons just take over the earth and just shit it all up and just oh, just awful. You know how awful they are. You know how awful these demons and heathens are. So if you sick of them and you tired of them, why don't you speak up and try to correct them? It's just as simple as that. Sure, some of them may try to retaliate. And when we got out the bus, the alcoholic dude, now he's an alcoholic, but he got enough sense to eyeball me and probably try to get one of the other guys to do something to me and point me out and all this. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them. And a group of them did try to eyeball me and, form a little line against the wall while I was walking down the sidewalk. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I walked right through them. I'm not going to be afraid of them. And if you show them that you just as crazy as they are, they're going to soon go on about their business because they are cowards. And one thing about a coward, they're not going to act alone. A coward needs help. Look at the cowards on YouTube who keep on trolling me. They need help. They need help. They don't have the backbone or the gall to do and act on their own. And even as a group, they still a pack of cowards. So you don't have no fear. You don't have nothing to fear. And that's just the way that I have decided to live my life. And you're dealing with somebody who tried to kill my own self. If I tried to kill my own self, what more won't I do to somebody who tries to harm me? Okay. So I'm not going to be afraid of cowards. I will not. Absolutely will not. And if you, as the coward, want to do something to me, don't think I'm just going to let you walk up on me and do it, and that's going to be the end of it. Okay, let's say, for instance, they walk up on me and hit me in the head. Okay, what's going to happen next? They don't even think that far because they're too stupid to think that far. Do you think I'm going to let you just hit me in the head? I'm just going to let you hit me in the head. No, you got a whole head that's going to get hit back. And I may hit you in your head harder and worse than you hit me in my head. I may take your whole head off your shoulder blade. And then you won't have no head left. Okay? And we won't have to worry about you hitting me anymore. That's the way that I think. And that's the way that I operate. And that's the way that I move. Okay? And that's the way that it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be afraid of these demons. Now y'all can be afraid of these demons if you want to. Y'all can be afraid of these heathens and these hood rats and these hoodlums. You gotta clean up your community. And how is your community gonna get cleaned up unless you take a stand and get your broom and walk in spirit and in truth and put on the full armor of God? You say that you're a Christian. Prove it. The Bible tells you every day to put on the full armor of God. And God's people don't have no fear of demons and hoodlums and heathens. You say that you're a Christian, prove it. Prove that you're a child of God. And stop keeping your mouth closed when you see these awful, awful motherfuckers doing the awful stuff that they do. How is our community gonna get better if you don't help it be better? Of course, it's gonna continue to be contaminated and sick if you continue to sit around and look at it and remain silent when you see these people walking in error and doing all this awful stuff and you just sit there and look at them. I'm sick of looking at them. I'm sick of them contaminating my world that I have to live in. And when it impacts me and it adversely affects me, we got a problem. And I am not going to continue sitting around looking at all of this and not say or do anything about it. You know what I mean? And um, of course, it's gonna be some adverse actions. You know, the heathens, they're not gonna like you taking a stand and correcting them because they never been corrected. They live with parents or a single mother who never gave them guidance and direction and discipline, never required them to walk in order and decency. I'm sick of them walking around stinking up my world. I'm sick of smelling them. I'm sick of getting on the bus like this, having to cover up my whole nose and mouth and face. I have to sit on the bus like this because they so stinking, smelling like alcohol and weed and stank. Woo! I had to sit on the bus like this. Let me show you. I had to sit on the bus like this. Oh, woo! I might as well wear a burqa. I might as well put on a burqa. I might as well put on a gas mask. And that's what I thought about investing in. I told myself I need to get me a gas mask. They do sell them at a particular gas station, $40. And I think I'm gonna get me one because these heathens and demons won't take a bath and then they get on the bus they get on the bus drinking and smelling like alcohol and cigarettes and they not brushing their teeth and their whole mouth stinks, yellow teeth and just missing teeth. It's so many of them bus and they don't have all their teeth. How can you be a whole adult and you don't have all your teeth? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of looking at this garbage. And the garbage ought to be sick of looking at the garbage. If I was a whole garbage bag, I'd be sick of ugh. And the garbage just love being garbage. It's fine if you choose to be a garbage bag. Go ahead and be a garbage bag. You know they said we could be whatever we wanted to be. If you want to be a garbage bag, go ahead. But don't include me. When you include me, that's a problem because I don't want to be nowhere around garbage. I don't want to be included in garbage life. And I said that on the bus. I said, look at all this garbage, defending garbage. And the dude across from me, he got mad and he, I don't care. You're garbage. And that's the problem. So many of these garbage bags ain't never had nobody to tell them the truth. Carmen Kaboom is the only one that's gonna tell them the truth. And maybe that's why God got me here to tell these garbage motherfuckers the truth. Sign me up to tell the truth to these garbage motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell them the truth. And I don't care how they feel about it. I will boldly tell them the truth. And I don't care. I'm not scared to tell them the truth. And if they stinking, I'm gonna tell them you need a bath. You're stinking. I don't want to smell your butt. I don't want to smell your gut. I don't want to smell your garbage mouth. It smells like trash. Total trash. How can you kiss? How can you be in love with somebody that who mouth smells like trash? Ugh. And how can you lay down with them and have sex? Ah, the smell in that room. My God, my God. And how can you have a baby with somebody that don't take a bath? Can you imagine what the baby, the fetus, got to deal with in that belly, in that womb, a whole garbage womb for 9 months? That's why they come out of that hole crying and kicking and screaming because they've been up in that stinking hole for 9 months. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But anyway, it's just a shame how so many grown people are committed to being trash and defending trash. I'm not going I'm not going to let them contaminate my world, and I'm not going to live like that. And I don't care how they feel about it. I really don't. But anyway, that's what happened on the bus today. And it's not just on the bus. We got these type of situations on the jobs, at church, at school, in our own families. And right now, in this date and time, it's so easy to blend in with the popular group, and say and be what they say and is correct, and even though they wrong and all this, all that. Just like, for instance, today I went to this orientation for a job, and this girl was totally wrong. And I think that's gonna be my next live stream. I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to end this live stream in just a minute, and I'm gonna do another live stream talking about the Mexicans taking all our jobs. She had the nerve to say that. She said she was in total support of Donald Trump building the wall. She said she didn't vote for Donald Trump. Now, this is a black girl. And she had them dick sucker lips, them old dog purple black blurple lips. And she probably smoked dope. That's probably why her mouth looked like that. It looked so gross, gross, gross. And she had the nerve to sit there and talk about the Mexicans taking all our jobs. And I said, well, this job right here, I don't see any Mexicans. It's very unfair to say the Mexicans taking all our jobs. And truth be told, quiet as it's kept, a lot of these niggas would not work a job even if it was poured on them. They just lie. They say they looking for a job. They need a job. They don't want to work no job. They want the money. They want check, but they don't want to work. They really don't want to work. And look at how radio always calling all dodging work. They won't even work around their own house. They don't want to work on no job. All they want is some money so they can get them some dope to smoke and something to drink. That's what they want. And get all that old ugly hair weave and all them old ugly fingernails. Ugh, and get a little piece of car so they can go from one side of town to the next begging and bombing and trying to load up the car with something for free at somebody's church. That's what they want. That's what they want. Why won't they tell the truth? Why won't they tell the truth? And I'm not gonna let them lie on these Mexicans. A lot of these niggas are jealous of the Mexicans. Why don't they tell the truth? They hate on the Mexicans because they can come over here and do better than some of these niggas that's been over here all their life and still ain't get up out of the bed and make something of themselves. And the Mexicans can sneak across the border or go up under them tunnels and come over here and do more with their life in a month than a lot of these niggas done did in a whole 18 plus years. Let's be honest about that. And then this heifer, this lying heifer with that nappy wig, with that ugly hairstyle this morning at the orientation, she gonna have a nerve to say, um, what did she say? She said, what did she say about the Mexicans? She said, what did she say? I don't want to lie on her. What did she say? She said something about oh yes. That's what she said. She said that the Mexicans bringing all the dope. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You cannot blame the Mexicans for your dope habit. I said, if Donald Trump built a wall by midnight tonight, it ain't no more illegal Mexicans over here. You still gonna be smoking dope. You still gonna be popping pills. You still gonna be smoking crack. And the Mexicans bringing it over here. I said, that's a lie. That's a lie. The black people, she said, the black people ain't got no boats and airplanes and this and that. And I said, that might be true, but you still smoking dope. I said, I don't smoke dope. You smoking dope because you want to. And she said that the Mexicans selling the dope to the high ranking black dope dealers. And I said, you still got a choice. Either you gonna buy it or you're not. They not forcing you to buy the dope. And that's just wrong to put the blame on the Mexicans because you smoking dope. And Lord have mercy. And then she's trying to say that some Mexican woman beat her out of a job. And I said, when she got to talking, it was very clear that the employer needed a bilingual person. I said, well, you don't speak Spanish. And she said, well, she don't speak English either. You see how stupid these niggas are. You see how stupid their mentality is. The job didn't require her to speak English. The Mexican, they wanted somebody that was bilingual or that specifically spoke Spanish because they had a high ratio of Spanish employees. But you can't get the niggas to think on that level. Oh, and she wants a lot of them just want to be a victim. Oh, they so I never seen so many people in victim mode. When are you gonna be victorious? When are you gonna stop being a victim all the time and be victorious? God created us to be victorious. Every race of people, every group of people can come over here to the United States and live the American dream. But these niggas, the niggas still got an excuse. 40 years later, after we done overcame a little bit and we got a little bit of equality, they still point the finger at this white man, the white man, the white man. When is your black ass gonna do for self? When are you gonna stop sucking the white man's titty and get your independence to build your own community up? I'm so sick of these excuses, excuses, excuses. The truth of the matter is, a lot of these niggas don't want shit. They don't want shit. They are comfortable with being ain't shit niggas. And I wish they would tell the truth about that instead of lying and making excuses for their fucked up condition and mentality. And the proof was on the bus this morning. Look at how all of them garbage ass niggas defended the man with the alcohol that I told on. And they was bashing me. They got up to fight me. What more proof do you need that niggas are garbage? And I'm not saying, all black people. They not the same. Niggas and black people, we not the same. We're not the same. And, if that offends you, oh well. I'm offended because of the niggas and the stuff that the niggas do. And if they would stop doing what they do, I wouldn't have nothing to say about them. You know what I mean? So if they stop doing what they do and you tell them to stop doing what they doing and you help them correct themselves, Carmen Kaboom, but stop talking about them. How about that? So let's make that our goal, one of our goals in 2019. Let's be better and help the niggas to be better. Because if I see them doing something wrong on my watch, I'm going to tell on they motherfucking ass. And I don't give a fuck if they like it or not. And I don't care how many of them get together and try to double team me. I don't care about them cowards. Because all you got to do is pop one coward in the mouth, and the rest of the cowards going to run like roaches. Guaranteed. Yeah. Just pop they whole mouth off, and the rest of them gonna run and scatter like roaches. So, this concludes today. Yeah, they got a victim mentality. Natty bats. Oh, excuse me. They got a real bad victim mentality. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And this situation with the R. Kelly situation, that's a perfect example of the victim mentality. You get some whole sluts, groupies, overgrown groupies, who want to be a victim so bad because they have learned that being a victim comes with compensation and attention and fame. And these whores and sluts over here in America, they are starving for them three things: money, attention, and fame. Ooh, they want to be famous sluts so bad. Being a famous slut is a goal for a lot of these females. It is really sad that they have been groomed in that behavior, and lying on a man is very lucrative, and playing the victim after you have participated in this slut activity, then you want to be a victim. No, you was a willing participant, and you're mad because you had to swallow all of them 10, 12, 14 inches, and do what you do. And now the nigga is gone and you left all by yourself. You got to get a job now. And it really makes you mad to fill out all them job applications and put in your resume and blah, 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 and be a regular whore. Because being a whore with a famous person pays more. I understand. I understand you don't want to downgrade and come down off of that level, but it is what it is. Some of these whores get chosen as the wife and you get kept for a long time indefinitely. But some of these slut assignments is short-term assignments. And that's just the way that it is. It's like dealing with a temp agency. You ride some temporary dick, okay? And you're sucking some temporary dick. Okay. Maybe you didn't suck it good enough. Or maybe he just got bored with your ugly ass and wanted to replace you with another dick sucker. And that's what it is. So ain't no need to try to create a documentary and shame R. Kelly and all of that. I'm so sick of all that foolishness, and I'm not even gonna entertain it. But anyway, niggas need to stop adopting this victim mentality and take accountability for their inappropriate actions. And that's the bottom line. And that's just the way that it is. Okay. So, I'm going to this live stream, and I'm going to start another live stream, and you're welcome to join me. Oh, excuse me, where I will be talking about the Mexicans taking all our jobs. I wish I had that girl. Now, I was going to get that girl to get on the video with me, but I wasn't able to talk to her because a lot of other stuff happened. And I'm gonna be talking about that probably tomorrow because I don't have enough time to talk about it today. Oh, my nose is so stopped up. I need to go to the doctor. I can't stand this head cold. But ride that bus, touching doors and this and that, you can't help but be sick. I can't stand it. It's all in my head. Whew. But, excuse me, that was so gross, right? But I'm not too sick to fight a motherfucking heathen if they walk up on me. Holla at your girl. Peace.